Hey, this is Robert Plank from backupcreator.com, and you need to use this thing called WordPress to manage your blogs, to manage your sales letters. What we use in our business, just because you can click around and literally make anything you want using this tool called WordPress. Any way you want it to look, it's called a theme. You click around, you find it, it's done. Most kinds of plugins do the things that you want them to do. The only problem, though, is it's really easy to get bogged down and frustrated and confused and get stuck in the learning curve of, well, there's all these helpful things that are there to make my life easier, but I just have to sift through the thousands of helpful things that are supposed to make my life easier. So I want to show you two quick tools here. Maybe you've heard of some, maybe not. Backup Creator and Plugin Dashboard. So I have this site at robertplank.com, and I mean, this is just what I use for when I want something to say, add to my podcast, record a quick video, and I use a tool called Plugin Dashboard to get anything I want set up. So basically, you go to this tool called Plugin Dashboard, and surprise, it manages your plugins. You can see all the plugins you have installed all in one place. The ones that are checked are the ones that are activated. So we have some plugins on our site that are on here but turned off. And so when you make a new blog or you go to your existing blog, you say, what am I missing? I've heard about, oh yeah, I need to have SEO, I need to have security, I need to have a spam blocker. Well, guess what? Each section, you just choose which thing you need. Okay, I have an SEO plugin on here. I have a backup plugin on here. I have a podcast plugin on here. And I can just go through, and if I want to add a caching plugin, it's via my site. If I want to add a way to have headers and footers in my posts, things like that, membership software, security plugin. If I want to use my site for a job board or for to sell products, I can just go in and check the boxes I want and just see it all in one place. And so if I was starting from scratch, I could easily just have a text file and just dump in all the plugins I wanted, upload all the plugins I wanted, and go and set all those things. And you know how, like, when you first set up a site, you say, oh yeah, I forgot to set the link structure. I forgot to set the front page. I forgot to set the title. I forgot to set the theme. Well, guess what? You can use this tool called Plugin Dashboard and just scroll on through and then just check the things you want and get your site set up the way that you want. So that's pretty cool. You can compress months into minutes by just clicking around and getting those plugins installed. And so then what do? Well, then maybe you add some content and maybe it's a little while later. Well, now it's time to back up the site for a number of reasons so that you can make sure nothing happens to your site, or maybe you just want to have a copy of your site so you can then later on clone it into a brand new site and you don't have to start from scratch. So we go to this tool called Backup Creator. You can get this one at backupcreator.com. Over 91,000 sites powered on it right now. And so basically, you just click the button. You click on one button and you back up the site, and now you have a file or a zip file that you can download and save somewhere, and now you always have a copy of it. Well, what's really cool about Backup Creator is we can click on the button right now and back up the site if we wanted to. Actually, let's do that. Let me click on the button and let me back up the site. And so we're going to say this is a pretty good sized site, 700 megs. I've had this one for I want to say 7 years or so, maybe longer, and so it had lots of stuff in the database, lots of things in the settings, and boom, literally in just, I don't know, that was like 4 or 5 seconds, we backed up this 749 megabyte file. And so it gives us these instructions. We can download them if you want or not, but now we have this file here. We have this backup file that we can grab and do whatever we want with. So that's all cool. But how about this? What if we went and said, I want this backup to run, I want this to run every week. Okay, every week, Sunday at midnight. Oh, cool. And just every week I want this to run and back up whatever I have on the site. Well, that sounds well and good, backing up the site automatically, but, well, this is a 700 meg file. What's going to happen if I look back in 100 weeks and now I've got a 70 gigabytes of all these other backups? Well, I don't want to lose those backups, but I'm not sure I want it to all pile up on my site. Well, guess what? You can connect Backup Creator to different things. Amazon, Dropbox, Google Drive, put it on an FTP site. We know some people actually run an FTP server on their desktop. If you're that fancy, it just dumps it right on there. So we can say, okay, well, I want this to back up to the Backup Creator, like included, oops, if I can zoom in here, the included space we have. And that comes along with Backup Creator. Oh, cool. I want to back this up to maybe not Amazon S3, but let me back it up to Dropbox. Okay, so back this up to Dropbox, and so here's basically what we can do is I want to back this this backup onto Dropbox, and so what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, Dropbox account, and I'm going to connect. So check out how easy this is. Okay, you have a Dropbox account. It's free to get one. There's a link right there to get one. You click on this. You say, okay, I have a Dropbox account. I want to allow the Dropbox account I'm currently logged in as to use this. Click on allow, and then guess what? Boom. Now you're going to be backing up to Dropbox. I want to back up to Google Drive as well. I'm going to save those settings, and then what I want to do is I can say, okay, well, I want to back up to Google Drive, verify. I'm going to click on this, and it says Backup Creator would like to access your Google Drive. I'm going to accept that. So we've clicked around a few things. And we're going to say delete the backup when it's done. So let me just kind of save this and show you what's going on here. So this 700 meg website called robertplank.com, what it's going to do is every Sunday morning, it will automatically run and back up, and it'll back up to our 1 gigabytes of cloud storage. It'll back up to our Dropbox folder. It'll back up to our Google Drive folder, and we can see the folders that it's either going to back up or not going to back up. And I mean, cool. So now let's see if it even works. So I'm going to click on this backup now button. So this is going to do a couple things. This will zip up our 700 megabyte file in our blog. It will send this up to our Backup Creator cloud. It will send this to Dropbox, and finally to Google Drive. So it'll just take a couple of seconds. Now the site is packed up and ready to go, and it is sending it up to our area where we can look at our backups. And so basically, the cool thing about the included 1 gigabyte of storage that comes with your Backup Creator membership is you can always come back into the members area, and it shows the sites where you have the plugin installed, and you can always just click in one click from this one single dashboard and download a backup of the site, or just back up the site, or go and jump to the backups. But there's also this download area where you can see, and this is storage that we have personally set aside for you. This is a listing of all the backups you have chosen to put on your Backup Creator cloud. And as you can see, this is already done. It's already in a couple of seconds already backed up to your Backup Creator account. I'm going to reload this page, and we'll see real quick in a second here, and boom, now we have this 700 megabyte file that we can do whatever we want with. We can download it, we can delete it, we can rename it so we know what it is, and then pull it back down from some other one of our WordPress sites. And so it's backing up to Dropbox. It'll take a couple of minutes because Dropbox is a little slower. Okay, so in the next few seconds, this will be finished uploading to Dropbox, and what this did is I'm looking at my Dropbox folder, and it made an area that says Backup Creator. And so in the next couple of seconds, just as soon as, okay, cool, now this is finished uploading to Dropbox, much faster upload to Google Drive, by the way. But when we check this out, boom, 8 seconds ago now, this file appeared in our Dropbox account, which once again, we can access from any web browser, from our computers. My desktop program is actually starting to, in the other window, starting to pull down this backup to my desktop as well. And we can pull this down also from any other WordPress site that's running Backup Creator as the plugin. So cool, now it's all done. So it backed up in just a few seconds to Backup Creator Cloud, to Dropbox. That took a little while, and then saved it to Google Drive. And so I pull up my my Google Drive account as well. So there's this thing called Google Drive, and it's made a folder called Backup Creator. And if I can figure out which one this is, it should be the Robert Plank one right here, and I'll check on the details of that. So just a few minutes ago, it backed up this entire 750 megabyte file. So this plugin that's called Backup Creator is pretty handy and pretty useful. So basically, once you use Plugin Dashboard and WordPress to get your site, whoops, don't want to do that. Once you get your website to do everything you want it to do, you can set it and forget it. You can tell it to back up every week, the same day and time that you want and all that stuff, and then tell it to also put it onto, Google Drive, put it onto Amazon S3, put it onto Dropbox, all those different things, and that way you can stop geeking out about all the technical details and just get back to what you enjoy and what's fun, which is clicking around, making stuff happen, making the site you want. And Backup Creator and Plugin Dashboard are the tools to do that, to get you to make the site you want. So use Plugin Dashboard to get the theme and plugin and settings and all that done in one go. And once that's the way you want it to be, use Backup Creator to back up a safe copy of your site, either for safekeeping or for cloning. Automatically do it, have it clean up after it's done, and back it up to S3, the cloud, Dropbox, and all those other areas, Google Drive as well. So Backup Creator and Plugin Dashboard are the tools I want you to get. PluginDashboard.com and BackupCreator.com. I'm Robert Plank, and thanks for watching.